What's up, everybody? Hope you are doing well. Today I'm going to be reviewing probably one of my most awaited LEGO Friends sets. This is set number 42638, Castle Bed and Breakfast. This is a very popular set among adult fans of LEGO, and you can tell just looking at the box, loaded with excellent building techniques, nice pieces, and excellent parts palette. 1,311 pieces, $100, and that makes it a pretty decent price to piece ratio. 4 mini dolls, at least a Schnauzer, maybe other pets or animals in this set, and I will stop talking and get to building. The 42638 is split into 3 instruction booklet, not surprisingly for the first floor, second floor, and third floor independently, meaning that a team of 3 builders can build this together, or you can have a couples build, girlies build, bros build, or just be selfish and have a single person build all 10 submodels. Wow, this thing's actually pretty tall, guys. Check this out. So in the bed and breakfast, the castle bed and breakfast that is, there are a total of 4 mini dolls and a very adorable Schnauzer. So from left to right, we have Renee, Zach, Ollie, and Aaliyah. And they come with 2 suitcases. One is in lime, one is in dark pink. And I do believe that this dark azure camera is from the set. In fact, it is. And the suitcases are actually missing decals, but I probably will not put them in. And here in all its vertical glory, we have a look at the finished bed and breakfast. It's a very beautiful set, and I really like the height of it. It's extremely tall. It has the height of a modular building, almost the length of a modular building, but it does not quite have the width of a modular building. In fact, it's pretty much maybe half the actual width at about, what, 12 studs, maybe? Well, at least here it's 8 plus maybe 4 studs. So yeah, it does go up to about 12 studs. So the popular choice for some AFOLs may be to double this up and add the duplicate in the back of the set. The beauty of the set lies primarily in the snot techniques used to line the cupola here. This uses a lot of round pieces, snot brackets, and pretty much the flexibility of rotating round pieces around a central axis, which allows these curved slopes to be at like a 45-degree angle. The rest of the build is surprisingly very traditional. Most of it is just brick on brick, which is actually something I do like. That definitely is a sturdy method of construction. But I've been noticing that a lot of LEGO sets rely heavily on snot techniques and tiles on the exterior. Now, as you can see on the side here, these windows are built at a very clever 45-degree angle, centered around some round 2x2 plates and tiles, especially the modified plate with like one stud. That element holds a key role in centering all the off-angle bricks. The roof elements are very cleverly made using sand blue snot techniques, and it's pretty cool to note that this thing just hangs over here, pulls right off, and mounts right back in. The Lego really preserved the illusion that this window was actually attached very well. However, I will admit it was a little bit hard to get this roof to line up, but it matches pretty nicely with the curved conical roof. The use of bright light blue as accenting elements has been an excellent choice, and it contrasts very nicely with the light nougat and tan in this set. What I really liked is the use of the microphone elements as iron details. This is a very clever and very efficient technique to maintain the classic look. All these lamps have it, and multiple of these are placed on the roof of the building. And to kind of get a light bulb going off on my head, it is neat to learn that using the sort of like the skillet piece, I guess you want to call it that, to support foliage which tends to fall off a lot, was a very clever idea and probably something that I would take away and implement in mocks in the future. It allows this side foliage detail to be mounted in a much more sturdy way. That way, if I carry this around, it is less likely to pop off, which has been a problem with most of my modern modular buildings. The choice of elements for the handrails and for the signage here proved to be very excellent, and I really liked it, as is the way that the tree was assembled using these larger and smaller leaves. Now that we got to look at the exterior, let's look at the interior of the set. Without a doubt, the interior is very fun, very colorful, and at times makes you forget that you're actually building a Lego friend set, as the level of detail is very much in line with modular buildings. And even some elements are not what you would typically find in a Lego friend set, such as this warrior's helmet shown here at the top of the house in the attic. In the first floor, we have sort of like the reception desk where the guests sign like a little guest book with their autographs, leaving their mark on the property, and a very well detailed table using these brown elements as well as some snot detail. Of course, note that the shade of orange in this ground floor is the brand new reddish orange, and it's nice that we got to get some elements in this color. The umbrella is mounted on a dark green tube piece. Very clever use of that element. Didn't really think that I would use it to hold an umbrella, but here goes. And we have like a little breakfast table and a very clever use of some dark orange elements to represent the sliced bread. Also, I really like the way they did the teapot. I have a little hint that I might repurpose some of these elements to build a cafetera, at least a minifig scale one. And of course, this is a pet-friendly establishment, so our Schnauzer gets to take some water and some food over here. The dark azure and dark green tile work look pretty good together as well, I must say. Behind this reception desk, which by the way, that dome is also in reddish orange, we see some of the inner workings of the round cupola. Lego makes a pretty good choice to use dark red as like a fake curtain to hide some of the snot work. The chandelier is absolutely awesome, and I did place an online pick-a-break order that has some new elements, but I believe I missed the chance to order these opalescent gem pieces. These would be excellent for multiple uses. The second floor has two very comfy armchairs and a table with, get this, another croissant. So this is probably like the fourth croissant I saw when building during Hurricane Milton. By the way, thoughts to everybody that is affected by the storm. So they have been a very common element in this recent wave of Lego Friends sets. Also, this new reddish orange tile complements dark green and does so very nicely. This color combination has been seen before in the Lego City Harbor, and I believe it works very well. I do like also the pearl gold elements that are used in this case. And this bed is shown here on the left, one of the bedrooms. And note that you can rearrange the beds so that they are separate twin beds. The instructions initially have you set the beds like this, which I'm very familiar from my time in Europe, seeing beds set up like that in hotels, apartments, extended stay type places, etc. However, they're very symmetrical, and you can rearrange the beds so that you can have one giant, I guess, queen bed. I wouldn't say it's a king, but a combined bed is possible so that if you're having a couple over, they can have a romantic night together. Interestingly, this room only fits the bed with a small carpet which holds the beds in place and has no other bedside accessories. However, this is different in the third floor. The third story has another giant bed and a box of chocolates, so this, I guess you can say, is a little bit more romantic than the second floor. Also, a small bedside table with another one of those reddish orange domes is visible, and the dark red inverted slopes hide the cupola effect very elegantly in this floor, making it look pretty aesthetically pleasing. But next to is probably one of the most impressive parts of the set, the master bathroom. The sink looks like it's $1 million. The bathtub very much looks like $1 million. The toilet looks like one of the most royal toilets you'll ever find. And you have some accessories like a eyeless rubber ducky. I don't know if that's intentional. And a small, I guess, lavender plant mounted on a glass vase. And the picture with our favorite Schnauzer is visible on the wall. There are a fair share of stickers in this set, which I did mostly place throughout. Some of them are pretty well defined. Some of them will be a pain to pull off if I plan to repurpose the pieces, but none of them really look too intrusive or too distracting with respect to the set. They seem to be pretty much on point. But all in all, I really love the techniques used to create this bathroom, and it was interesting seeing how the bathtub came together. My only suggestion, maybe Lego could have added a couple of transparent light blue pieces to represent the water, maybe a transclear element to like show leakage, but there are actually some extra elements like from the camera, the 1x1 round tile that you may use to capture that effect if you so please. I do like the use of the hearts in the carpets and also in the assembly for the bathtub. That's a nice parts usage for that, by the way. And then we're back at that attic where I mentioned that the warrior's helmet was there. This part definitely did not feel like a Friends set, felt more like a city or even a castle set. I like the earth globe minifig head and the chest, which is full of several accessories. Very European, very medieval, very cool. And once again, the roof detail, which is very elegant. The approximately 3 hours I took to build this 1300 piece set were very enjoyable. I really loved the building techniques. Only frustration was that the cupola was a little weak, and based on like this whole round design that you had to rotate those pieces, I felt that it wasn't the most sturdiest. But once everything was set into place, I started to get used to it and found a way to make it a very stable construction. But this was really a learning experience, lots of techniques and lots of fun working, especially with this bright light blue. Lots of elements I've never had before in that color, and the same for sand blue as well. So several sand blue, light nougat, even regular nougat. The whole palette was amazing in this set, and definitely AFOLs will really enjoy that. However, undoubtedly it does feel incomplete in certain aspects, as twinning the set with another copy in the back would offer a more complete look. It does look like a stub-ended set. It does have a playset feel, but at least it is a full Lego building playset. This is what you would kind of expect from a classic town set in the 1990s. A lot of these had the back open for playability, so younger builders, well, I wouldn't say too young since the recommended age is 12 plus, but builders who do get this set for the play value will definitely enjoy some of the features in the back, or especially those that like to film stop motion animation and create reality TV style scenes out of Lego. They will enjoy the details that the set has to offer. Lots to do here, and really just the decorating was really fun. Definitely recommend this for the interior details. And overall, I highly recommend this to adult fans of Lego. This is the Lego Friends Showstopper set of the year, the 2024 version of the Botanical Garden, which I happen to have pretty much mostly intact here. Another very beautiful set from last year, catering to a more mature and more general audience than what Lego Friends has been known to cater to in its earliest inception. Definitely this is better than a lot of the city sets that came out. Even I would say this can compete and hang with some of the modular buildings that Lego has produced lately. So big ups to them for that. I hope you've enjoyed this review, and let me know in the thoughts if you plan to buy it. what you plan to do with it, if you plan to build one of the rebreakable alternate builds, or if you plan to build anything else with the pieces and go to town and get your hands dirty by tearing it apart and repurposing all the elements. And while you're at it, make sure you leave a like and comment. And if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to Brick Me More so that you will be the first to know when I share what I do next with these sets. From HQ, thanks again for watching, where the bed and breakfast has fresh toast and fresh tea ready to go. This is Dr. Toga, out.